Hey Gemini, how's it going? It was just now 2:17 when I clicked start, and it's 2:18 as of now. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see what we have for you today, August 27th. We're in the Virgo season and in the Virgo new moon cycle. So with that being said, it's a good time to write out your thoughts, your intentions, set your intentions right, set your so I was getting like the salvage energy. So what is salvageable and what isn't, right? When I was getting to the energy, what do we have for Gemini, please, guys, and assistance? So there's 9 of Swords coming out. So just it's as if just thinking, but your thinking is being cleared out, divinely intervene. Okay, so thank you. So yeah, so we have the 9 of Swords energy. But so this figure, male or female, right? This individual, she's thinking. That's what she's doing. She has a pillow beside her, and there's like a framed out bed area here, and there's these crows or ravens, right? And there's this divine bird, eagle coming through, right? Or it can even be a raven itself, but it's a divine raven, right? Because they're like about the same body shaped. But it's being guided. All these crows are being guided, or ravens, by this raven here, right? And it's as if, everything is directed by energy, right? As we are animals. So even these thoughts, each bird symbolizes a thought, right? And then with this other main thought coming in and overpowering. So all these thoughts are swooshing out. I just seen a shadow of a bird go by. I'm looking towards my backyard. So yeah, these and a feather go by. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And this divine figure here, this bird, is pushing these thoughts out. So clearing the thoughts out, right? Notice I picked up my white feather. Beautiful. And then we have the world following. Completing cycles, clearing the cycles out, right? Clearing the cycles of the thought process is what I'm getting. Notice, interesting. Notice the Page of Cups, how, this figure emotional state, he's connected to his emotional state, but although he's intending to, right? And he's feeling this love and embracing this feel, but although he's like very like fantasizing his steps, right? Although it's in reverse. So it's as if you're already done that. You're not in this state of trying to fantasize. You're in a state of action, right? As you're being divinely guided. And you may even feel this pull, like gravitational pull towards a certain direction, right? And that's okay. Just do all your research first, doing your calculations, everything that is required. If you're involving yourself in contracts, observing them very intensively, right? And then we have the King of Swords, although it's in reverse. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. So it's like, this figure, to me, it's coming out as such. This figure, the sword, the blade of the sword is pointed at this energy here, the Page of Cups, where, so it's like still there, like, still the thinking process is still there, like, or they're trying to like nitpick at you, and let's see what else is going to come through. But it's as if you already did the thinking. You're already on the path. Like, so it's as if you already been connecting with spirit, right? And guided to listen to spirit more so. So healing process takes time was coming through also. I don't know if I mentioned that already. Healing process takes time. Then we have the 2 of Cups. So the healing process within connections take time, right? Investing time and energy, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, the shift. Yeah, like I was saying, the shift, the divine coming through and shifting that, The Star, Aquarius energy, healing the cycle, your cycle, divine is stepping in as I'm getting like this. I'm like my hand, like my left hand, like kind of like twitched. So you're allowing spirit to take control as you see fit. And I'm getting like this, I've done my part, spirit, like this openness, right? And at that, always come in here with open mind, because messages, each message for each sign, everything just flows in energy, and I'm detecting more than one energy. And other viewers will view eventually, you know, and it's not just one particular person, although at times it may feel as so, and if so, you know, utilize your intuition, take notes. It's always beneficial to take notes, and what's most of highlight to you, that is your message. And anything other, and let it go, let it flow. You're always welcome to come back, review. Maybe something that doesn't resonate now will then, okay? And we have the Four of Cups. And I know I speak fast, but that's just me. There's other viewers, readers out there that speak more on a slower pace. You're always welcome to go and review them. Just type in your sign and tarot, oracle, and your sign, right? And see who is best fit for you. Who do you gravitate more to, right? Then we have the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. Because I flow with the energies. I feel everything you feel, you know? Yeah. So we have the Four of Cups, and it's like just like this patiently waiting, you know. I'm feeling like I've been waiting, you know, I've done my part, and it's kind of was like waited. I feel like I waited so long, like I was like drifting away emotionally, right? Because we got this King of Cups in reverse, so it's like, you know, I poured out. I'm poured out. So he's very in this tranquil energy, right? Just trans with the spirit, right? Tranquil. And although it's in reverse, so it's as if you did the tranquil energy connection with spirit, spoke to spirit, you know, as this is in reverse. And swords talk about speaking, verbal expression, swiftness, right? In the expression, at times it could be coming off as swift, very like sharp, but like witty. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very witty, very playful, very lively, right? Energy is like, you know, I already did my time with that, with spirit, or regarding my expression, my prayers, right? And I expressed my emotional state. And we're gonna see what else is this energy coming down upon more so. Okay, one more for Gemini, please. Oh, like a lot wants to come out. Okay, so it's like going away from, like, you know, moving, like detaching yourself away from conflict. So what's showing to me is this Five of Wands, which can be like obstacles or conflict at times, right? It's in reverse, so it's like not acceptance of that, or no involvement of that. And then we have Two of Wands, and we also have the globe here and the van, right? So it's like usually when people travel, they go in like a larger amount of items, but it doesn't have to be. But it's just like moving away from that type of energy, and like I was saying, that salvage energy, taking whatever is salvageable, whatever that you see that you is of you, right? Or that you've gained the quality of it. Okay, Spirit, thank you. One more for Gemini, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. One more for Gemini, please. Guidance and assistance. Okay. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, although it's in reverse. So it's like, you know, knowing when, when there's equal, like, when you are to give equally, when you are to receive equally, how the flow of energy exchanges to be within dynamics, within connection, family, friends, co-workers, romantic lover, right? Yeah, Five of Swords, you know, not listening to outsiders, more so listening to spirit, into your intuition, right? Being free with spirit, set free. So this figure, there's a lot of thoughts here, and there's like whispers, or it feels as such. Like you may be feeling like everything is like coming at you, even with a song or like a commercial, an ad, like, you know. So listening to spirit, staying focused with the light, Gemini. As this figure, you see this figure here in the background, and he's with the light, he or she, right? It's just the figure, and it's on top of this wave, this large wave. And it's like accepting spirit to work through you, right? Accepting spirit to work through you, work with you and through you. So we have the Chariot energy. You can see your energy, it's in reverse. You know, so not rushing the process, knowing the cycle, knowing the healing process takes time, being around others that are, you know, everyone goes through their healing process and at different times within their lifeline, right? So it's always nice to involve yourself with those that already had been through their like their tower moment, right? And how did they overcome, and how, and you know, just being involved and connected, and because you could adapt to that or learn like how they were able to overcome, right? And you could help them in other ways, the cycles that they had not yet overcame, you know. So it's like, you know, that energy exchange, knowing when and how and where, right? Family, friends, romantic lover, co-workers, classmates, right? For some of you, we have the full energy, and just, yeah, it's just allowing spirit to work with you, right? That's what it is. Allowing spirit to work with you. Your emotional state, it's just like acceptance, you know, working with crystals, healing crystals, right? She has an amethyst, and that's good for anxiety, you know, the overthinking, or the feel of anxiety, or even if you're having like overwhelming, like an impact of the past, like resurfacing, or like depression, you know, at times. Like, what is depression? To depress what, anything that was of a hindrance, right? Or was heavy load, to depress that, to push it out. It's not, depression is not bad. Depression is good. That's your body letting you know you're having to press out, depress what is there, right? Because there's no room there for it. And it's good when if you're not having that moment, it's, you know, it's good too. But there's other ways that our body will speak to us, you know. Because sometimes something will resurface, and if it resurfaces and it's very impactful, or it seems it's very impactful, and without us realizing it, it'll take a toll, and then we're like, oh, well, I thought I you know, overcame that or mend that, but, you know, obviously it's going to come back. It's going to come back, and if it's obvious for us, that's going to be, obviously, we overlooked a slight thing. So if anything comes back, like a trigger, then we're better able to know, hey, there's something that was not quite sealed, you know, or like completed, and I'm going to have to make sure this time around it is, right? Getting all the information, you know, the Page of Swords, she has her book, all these thoughts, ideas, right, and insights. It's in reverse, like, hey, there's something that I need to backtrack, retrack, right, to analyze more in close, like in close, but intensely, right, close. Gemini energy, like the sight. Okay, Spirit, I just needed two. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's like, you know, being very you're being very cautious on with your passions, where you're investing your passions, your time, your energy, right? How you're doing so, like how you're collaborating and bringing it to the table, how you're transferring it into creativity, right? 3 of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. Although it's in reverse, you know, it's, you know, this figure, she's with the load and walking away with the load from coming up from this hill, mountain, right? And it's not as such, like, you know, that's already been done. Like, we already carried that load, we already walked away. And then it's like, you know, we already went through this energy. Five of Pentacles, because 5 of Pentacles to the 4 of Swords, we already went in like inner hermit energy, like in our nest, right? What is our nest? Our home, or our safe zone, or our safe haven, right? Our room or whatnot. For like wherever your chill spot or safe haven is, you know, it could be a family's house or friend, right? Or just somewhere in the community that you go to, like, relax. Like, I already went to my safe haven, and I, like, depressed, right? Depressed anything out of me, released it. Let's see, I need 2 more, please, Spirit. 2 more for Geminis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guidance and assistance. Guidance and assistance. 2 more for Geminis. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Yeah, we have that again. That again. So yeah, this new moon cycle. So we have the Page of Swords coming out again, and it's in reverse, right? Like I said, there's something we have to go and retract, reanalyze, bring, like, talk about, right? Express, make sure we heal on that. And I'll tell you, sometimes we often, not just sometimes, more often than none, we give ourselves closure. You know, there's a lot of ideology out there. There's a lot of right beliefs, like patterns, cycles, lifestyles that people operate in, and you know, that's okay if it is okay, you know, but to each their own. Just as long as it's not interfering with anyone, then so be it. But and interfering in a negative sense, right? As long as it's not interfering in a negative sense, so be it. If it brings life, then it's profitable for anyone, right? So with that being said, moving forward in this new moon cycle, I know this is a full moon right here, but this is it's still the moon, right? 18 Luna energy, and embracing the feel, acceptance, acknowledgement, right? Accountability of yourself, regardless. You know, we have accountability regardless of the impacts of others' life circumstances. It could be in family, you know, schools, communities, environments, right? You see how you see fit, but it's like just, you know, taking like the salvage. What is salvage of this? What is the quality of it, and all that it had taught me, right? That's the type of energy I'm talking about. And the Six of Wands, and knowing where there is like the gains of this, where is the victory, Three of Swords. And because like the pain, if we don't overcome the pain or disturbance, or like we don't truly acknowledge it and look at the salvage, the positives of it, and we're just only looking at the negatives, right? Then we're going to stay in that mind frame, a fixed mind frame. But if we remain open-minded, we're going to be able to move forward, closing out cycle. This is death and rebirth. So that's a cycle regarding family. 10 of Pentacles, that needs to be closed out. 6 of Cups, you know, it's already walked away from it, you know. 3 of Wands, and ventured out, you know, took our own path out. So that's 5. Yeah, the adventure, the 5, the change was taking your own path, Gemini. Male or female, right? Taking your own path, 3 of Wands, and like being free. I'm hearing that free falling. What song is that? It's like some rock song, free falling. I just barely heard that little part. Going with the flow, right? What song is that? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Excuse me. So free falling. Maybe that's a song you listen to. Let me see. I think it's like a rock song. Oh. Okay. Tom Petty. Oh, I think that's something my mom listens to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Oh, I'm free. Yeah. I'm free falling. Okay, yeah, that song. Where's my remote? Interesting. You may want to go check that song out. Yeah, free falling. Yeah. I don't know the lyrics, like much of the lyrics. My mom listens to Tom Petty. But I remember I'm free, right? That part. That's what I heard most. Okay, thank you, Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. What more for Geminis? Clear. Okay, and just getting the information. 8 of Wands. Getting the information that is of quality. That's what's coming through. The Knight of Pentacles. So this I'm gonna get from the Sacred Self-Care. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. What do we have for a Gemini? Masculine and feminine, feminine and masculine from the Sacred Self-Care deck. Clear be the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. Love and light be. Okay, let's see. We have Sound Healing 47. I'm going to some very relaxing music, instrumentals. Doesn't have to be lyrics. I'm feeling instrumentals right now. That way your thoughts can be clear, your thoughts can be heard, your thoughts, that you can hear your thoughts, right? You could gather your thoughts. Sound healing. Maybe that's something you're gonna do, you're interested in doing. Getting the sound healing bows and being able to clear out the energy with the sound healing bowl yourself, or maybe you have that. That's something you do, and that's been beneficial for the cycle, clearing out your thinking process, right? Abundance planning, being very calculated, right? That calculated energy was coming through, knowing where you're investing, where you're gaining, right? That equal trade, you know, I invest to gain back, you know. So we don't always have to do that. We can invest, right? That it's like that charity type of energy, and other times we do, we receive back. Okay, that reciprocity, right? Connect with the earth, 13, Scorpio energy, and the earth energy, right? 13-4 with our structure, regarding our structure, connecting, reconnecting. So our vibrations are felt by the earth, right? And vice versa. So it's okay to give, like, let go of anything that we are holding on to and being free of it, right? Connecting with earth, getting your feet into the grass, into the sand, dirt, wherever you are at, you know, and getting like your toes into that gravel, right? And connecting and just letting spirit realign your vibrations. Okay, we have 30, look for fairies, and believing in the fairies. This was coming through in Virgo's read yesterday. The Peter Pan, when they were not believing in the Tinkerbell, the fairies, right? They were doing damage to the fairies, and then also in the Coco, like not believing in the ancestors, and like your inner, your morals, your values, like what you see as true. Like if we're not gonna believe in them and speak on them and embrace them, then it says, you know, we're giving up on them. And so clear B, excuse me. Yeah, so it's always good to keep them alive, you know, keep them alive. Maybe that's something you're doing. Maybe you're doing a project where you're keeping the morals and values that you see as quality, as high vibes, alive. And so you're implementing your ideology, your beliefs, what you see as quality, because we need that in the world. You know, we need everyone's viewpoint in life, and maybe you're transmuting that into a project, or that'll be beneficial for you to do. Let's see, what more? 3 more, please, for Gemini. Okay, we have connect with crystals, 11. Libra energy, yeah, having that balance, making a pathway for you, right? Clearing out your crystals, getting light, sunlight, moonlight for your crystals. Healing crystals, right? Working with healing crystals. As I was talking about the amethyst, and then we have alone time too. Maybe just getting a feel, you know, getting the beach for some of you, right? Getting a feel for the waves and letting that wave release or like remove anything. That's something I've been meaning to do myself. Remove anything, like any worries or energies, not just worries, but just energies. And any energies, just releasing it, removing it, letting go, letting it flow, right? And saying, it's always beneficial to say no longer to be, no longer to be about. That way those energies don't return, because what we release, they return eventually, right? And then we have 37, music, 10, and ground yourself, getting rooted, re-rooted, knowing your roots, getting to your roots and getting to the roots of your beliefs, right? Who is Gemini? What does Gemini stand by? What does Gemini stand for, right? Because what Gemini stands for, that is major. That is what's going to make that movement within the world from you Gemini, and each Gemini, and each as an individual, right? Cross watchers too, you're welcome, and you may do so too. 37, 10, and having a new cycle. It's creating new patterns, right? Out with the old, in with the new. New vibration, maybe doing something new to your hair, or getting into some new genre of music, right? Or a new lifestyle. Maybe everything is just I'm getting like this awakening, your spiritual awakening. So there's like this whole new lifestyle, and everything seems anew. Kind of at times, spiritual awakening can seem like anxiousness, right, anxiety, and because I felt that, and you know, I had to just like really trust in spirit on that because I didn't have no one with me. It's like everything I said was weird, or everything I was doing was odd, you know, like, I mean, I've always been like an oddball, always, but, you know, even more so every time I was with an awakening, because I had more than one awakening, it was always like, oh, Linda's just more weirder and weirder, you know, type of energy, right? Because I would speak to people and they would just be looking at me like, oh, all right, darling, I hear you, but they weren't really hearing me, you know, and I was just like, dang, I'm over here talking to the wall, like, you know, like talking to the wall. So yeah, that type of energy. So, you know, connect to those that have that awareness, that been through the lifestyle. For those of you that are going through that awakening, reawakening, really, because we've been here before, that reincarnation, right? For those of you that believe in that, I'm got a whole bunch trying to come out. So this one, and I seen the bird. Sorry, I was not trying to flip it. Okay, so we have the spider coming through. Make your dreams real, Gemini. Then we have and that's 56, 12, and then we have 51, Serendipitous Spirit. Be playful. Yeah, with the vibes you're going through, like, take it in as an experience, right? Like, take note of it. Even take note of it. I'm hearing 1, 2, 3, 4 clear. 1, 2, 3, 4 clear. One more, please. One more for Gemini. One more for Gemini, please. It is 2:44 as of now. I bet this read's been longer than I expected. Thank you, Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 more, Spirit said. Okay, Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. And Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. So believing and remembering that. And the more you're involved, the more you'll know. The more you'll be able to actually feel it, right? And be able to embrace it. So that's 20. That's new patterns, cycles, right? Leveling up, because all these 10s were coming to play, and then there's 20. That's judgment, judging the cycles and taking everything into account. And yeah, that salvage and quality energy. 41.5, and changing the dynamic, the viewpoints, right? The outlook, right? And coming with a loving perspective, making sure you're always coming with a loving perspective, involving yourself in a loving perspective. 6, Gemini energy, okay? And then we have that 12, Capricorn. That's Temperance and Capricorn energy. So yeah, clear B. Your Spirit, see the big picture. See the big picture. 29, 11. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Take care. Light me up.